Morning YouTube. Just gonna quickly apologise in advance. I'm in sweat clothes again and my hair is a mess. I've just got back from the gym. I've been up since 5 and I finished work last night at 12. So I am very tired. So that's what we're doing today. Did my second leg session this morning. So I'm literally just gonna make some food, make some breakfast. And this is going to be a vlog type video, a mixture of like what I eat, but I'm going to have a sit down chat with you and talk about something that I feel needs to be said, is being addressed in the media a little bit, and I just want to kind of talk about it and share my opinion on it. I'm just going to make some breakfast right now and then I'll see you in the next clip. I am still new to this, so I really do hope you enjoy watching it. If anyone is watching it, I really appreciate you. Honestly, thank you to anyone that watches these videos and comments. If you do have any ideas or topics you want me to talk about or film, let me know. I'm gonna eat now because I'm about to eat my own arm. So yeah, I'll see you in the next clip. So there you have it, guys. There is my breakfast. It's so filling, and normally I don't have the banana, but because we have them in at the moment and they're super ripe. Does anyone else love brown bananas? Like, not moldy bananas, but like bright yellow with like brown bits on them, because I love them. Like, I won't eat an underripe banana. I just love overripe bananas. They're just the best. This is going to be my breakfast. So I've started adding the soy milk just because it, like, I don't know, it makes it less thick and it's just super nice. And then the frozen strawberries, they start to melt as well, so it's just, oh my god, it's just so good. And obviously it's got a lot of protein in there because we've got the high protein yogurt, and soy milk does have a lot more protein in than just regular milk, and I have like a small scoop of my protein powder to give it a bit of flavour and just extra protein. Okay guys, let's have a chat. I kind of just wanted to talk about it and share my opinion on it because I feel like I've gone through this as well, and if this can help anyone, but I just feel like more and more people need to talk about it. So Stepahie Buttermore, if you haven't heard of her, she's a pretty well-known YouTuber in the fitness industry. And she's kind of well known more so for her cheat days and her 10,000 calorie challenge. She has what most people would describe as body goals. She's lean, had a 6-pack at one point, and she would just go on these huge like cheat days, but then she'd also document her weight over the next coming days, and usually it would go back to normal. So I think in one aspect it was a very positive thing in the fitness industry because people were so scared of eating like quote unquote unclean foods. She was kind of shedding light on the fact that one day where you do sort of overeat or you eat a little bit more than normal, it won't do any damage. Sometimes it's a good thing. And she did have what seemed to have quite a healthy mindset about it all, because she would say, you know, I'm never gonna stuff myself or make myself feel sick. I'm literally just gonna eat whatever I want within the day. And another good thing that she would do is, so she wouldn't particularly track her calories throughout the day, but at the end of the day she would put the number on how many calories she ate throughout that day, and usually it would come to around 8,000 calories, roughly around 7,000 to 8,000, which is obviously a lot of calories. She kind of did shed this light on, you know, having a big appetite isn't a bad thing, and you can still sort of maintain a good physique and still have these days where you do sort of have a blowout. However, now, if you have been following Stepahie Buttermore since then, she's kind of turned a different direction, which again I think is so needed for the fitness industry. She calls it the all in, and this is her basically documenting her way of getting her metabolism and her appetite back to normal. The video that she posted today, I think, has literally just shed so much light on this whole subject. I can imagine a lot of criticism coming from other people, and I have seen some people making videos about her saying, you know, she's promoting binge eating and that sort of thing. I don't think she's intentionally done that. I think there are a few YouTubers, and I'm not going to say who, and maybe they're not aware of it themselves, but I do think that some YouTubers do promote binge eating. But Stepahie goes on to say that a few years ago, I think she did a bodybuilding competition, and she shows the pictures, and they are, I mean, she's already lean in the first picture, I think, but a very, very low weight, and she looks super lean, like not in a good way. So obviously she did that for a bodybuilding competition, and she says that since that competition, and this is the thing, she's never said this before, so no one sort of knew. Sorry, I don't know what this light is doing. Hello. She's never actually said this. Oh god, sorry, I'm just gonna have to ignore it. So she's never actually explained to people what she's been through, and she's never really spoke about it before. Well, to anyone else, you just think, oh, she's gifted with an amazing metabolism. And she says that ever since she did this bodybuilding competition a few years ago, she experienced extreme hunger, meaning she was hungry all the time and couldn't seem to just get full and get satisfied. And she also said how she has become very food focused over the years, which before, again, she never really understood, and she didn't really know what it was, and she just thought it was just her, and how she just loves food. However, what she's gone and started to investigate a little bit more and spoke to other people that have gone through the same thing, and I think there must be a hell of a lot more people going through this but don't know what it is. They don't even know if it's a thing. They just think, oh, if I just have more willpower. So she has, over the past month or so, actively been eating to her natural satiety levels, and she explains how she's been documenting this whole thing, weighing herself, journaling, explaining how she feels in the gym, and energy levels, sleep, that sort of thing, and also how many calories roughly she's eating, which I think is really interesting. She's eating 80%, healthy, nutritious foods, and she still allows, obviously, like treats and, donuts, Oreos, that sort of thing. Roughly, on average, she's getting between 4,000 to 6,000 calories a day. Again, that's a hell of a lot amount of food. She's also been gaining weight, obviously, which anyone normally would if you was eating that. Now, she's not doing this to gain weight. She's not doing this for a joke. She's not doing this for publicity. If anything, she's even said, I'm actually scared that people aren't going to accept me anymore in the fitness industry, which angers me so much. And not at her, but the fact that that's even a thing. To be accepted in the fitness industry, you need to appear ripped all the time, or you have to have a six-pack, or you have to be a certain level of body fat. If you're not, then you're not fitness. Because we all claim that we're trying to achieve health, but actually we're not. Health to the fitness industry does not mean health. Health to the fitness industry means being ripped. That's what we think of when we think of healthy, when in actual fact, these fitness competitors and bodybuilders, and I'm not slating them one bit, because I'd never do that. I could not do that. They are very dedicated. They are very motivated. However, everyone is seeing these people get super, super shredded for a show, getting lean and tiny percent body fat, losing their periods, all for the sake of a competition and to gain more followers on Instagram and gain more clients for your online coaching business. And then behind closed doors, they're all binging or fantasizing over demolishing food and then covering up with these 10,000 calorie challenge. I've even seen a girl do 15,000 calorie challenges, and then not long before she was explaining how to avoid binge eating. And I honest to God just think sometimes these food challenges are a cover-up to binge, basically, and it's sort of a popular way and sort of a socially acceptable way of binge eating. I just basically want to say how this whole thing, and she calls it extreme hunger, which it is a real thing. When your body has been deprived that much of food, and I can say this from my experience, I dieted down many years ago and ate a 600 calories a day diet. I wasn't weight training back then. I was just literally running. And I lost my period too. I did this for a few, maybe half a year. And then I started binge eating. And for anyone that has experienced that, it's probably the worst, most depressing thing in the world, and I would not wish it upon anyone. It's not fun. I remember going through those dark times, and it was honestly the worst time of my life. And I thought it was me, and I thought it was a problem that I could control just by being more motivated or more disciplined. And I thought, why the hell can't I get this together? I dieted down, and why can't I just not stop binge eating? Your body is basically fighting for survival. And when a female loses her period especially, this is a sign that she's not getting enough calories, and two, she's not a high enough body fat. And your body thinks it's in danger, basically. So the way in which it tries to basically survive is to raise your hunger levels to an extreme amount that's not normal or not considered normal. It just sends a signal to your brain that's just ham, just go find food and get it as quick as you can. And I remember when I went through this period, I would binge on foods that aren't even tasty. So it wasn't even a case of I really just want chocolate and I'm just gonna go mad for chocolate. I was binging on foods like crackers and cereal. And this is what I want to address to people, because I think it's sort of well known in the diet industry, but not so much the fitness industry. And with the fitness industry, where we're faced with things like bodybuilders, bikini competitors, that sort of thing, who look quote unquote healthy, who diet down, and behind closed doors, most of them are doing 2 hours of cardio every single day, and some eat as low as 800 calories a day, which back before bikini competitions were a thing, that would be considered anorexic. I was eating 600 calories a day and running. There's not that much of a difference. So your body is still being starved and deprived. Then when you do start to realise that actually I'm fucking hungry, your body goes into overdrive and you can't distinguish between of what feels normally full and what doesn't. So you're just constantly in this phase of just eating, and then combine that with also if you're still trying to restrict yourself like I was, because I thought it was a thing of like I had no willpower and I had no discipline, so I would binge and over exercise or try and throw up, and then the following day I would restrict my food for as long as I possibly could, and then the binge would return, because I feel like it's just not spoken about enough in the fitness industry. Before, like when I was dieting, the fitness ideal or the female ideal of what to look like was Nicole Richie, Mary-Kate Olsen, with size 0 and very stick thin, frail frames, collarbones sticking out, hip bones. That was fashionable. And now the only difference is we're all striving for six packs and glutes, but we also all want to be shredded, and it's still distorted. Like, I just think that our perception of fitness needs to change slightly, and instead of looking for six packs and the biggest glutes, we need to look at health as a whole. Like, I'm not saying everybody just gain weight and be okay with it. Of course I'm not. I'm at a weight now that I'm actually comfortable with. Yes, there's so many things that I would change. You know, I would like to get a little bit leaner, and I've said that in previous videos that I've sort of tried to be dieting, but at the same time, I don't want to risk my relationship with food ever again and get to that point where I'm restricting myself and then feeling so preoccupied with food, and like Stepahie said, where you never feel full. You can't be in the moment with people. When you go out for a meal, it's not about going out with your friends. It's about the fucking food. Oh, what can I eat? Or, you know, how can I avoid eating too much? Or, oh, fuck it, I've blown it anyway, so I may as well just eat everything, and then you'll go home and eat more. It's not actually about, oh, you know what, I've not seen my friend for so long, I love this food, this is amazing, let's go out, let's enjoy ourselves. And you miss so much on life. So I just wanted to kind of share my opinion on that.